Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'll be reviewing one of my Halloween 3 masks today. And the one I'll be reviewing today is the skull mask. Now, I got all three of these this past Christmas from Santa Claus. And I always wanted the Halloween 3 set, especially this mask right here, the skull. Let me get it down for you real quick. I got it stored with its original shipping bag. So let me take that off real quick. Here it is. This is the Halloween 3 skull mask by Trick or Treat Studios. Now, since Trick or Treat Studios no longer carries the Halloween 3 branding, if you will, they couldn't call this a Halloween 3 no more. So it's part of the new Don Post Studios lineup. And I said, hey, that's cool. It's a Don Post mask anyway. I just love the sculpt of it. Like, ever since I saw the movie Halloween 3, I said, out of the lineup, this has got to be my number one favorite right here. Don't get me wrong, I do like these two, which I'm going to do reviews on them later. But this guy was like my number one favorite. So, and the only downside to this is since they don't have the Halloween 3 license anymore, they couldn't put the microchip button thing in the back of his neck anymore. I said, that's a bummer. But, hey, here's my plan. Alright? I'm going to hold on to this one, but if I ever find me another skull mask with the chip on it, I'm getting it. I'm still going to hold on to this one because it's part of their new line, the Don Post line. But I would like to find me another skull mask like it with the chip thing on the back. But I still like it as it is. I was just glad to get the Halloween 3 trio instead of one, But anyway, I'm going to slip this mask on and I'm going to show you how it looks on my head, and I'll tell you how it feels. So don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Bojangles. Get it? Because I'm a bonehead. I can tell you I can slide it on alright, but here's the problem. Right in here, these eyepieces keep digging into my face. But I can breathe easily out of this thing because it's got nose holes. And to be honest with you, it says it's made out of latex, but every time I touch it, it almost feels kind of like vinyl. Or they made a texture to make it feel like vinyl. Or it could be a different latex altogether. And also this nose is kind of bending down on my nose. I mean, it's still a cool looking mask, don't get me wrong. I just love the detail work they put in this thing. Fit, I would give like an 8. Because, I can still slide it on, but it's just tight right here in the nose and around the eyes. And I can breathe out of it, it's okay, but I'm not going to be wearing this too long at a costume party, that's for sure. And it's already starting to feel like the air is starting to, make these pieces suck to your face. So I'm going to have to take it off a little bit. Paint job, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It looks just like the one in Halloween 3. And what Don Post used to produce back in the day. In the 60s, 70s. Well, wait a minute, hold on. Let me see, Halloween 3 came out in 82, so I think they started making jumbo white skulls right about 80, 81. Because before then they had skull masks that were like a brown vinyl with a brownish white color, and then they had black vinyl skulls with the gray, white paint. And then these came out. I'm going to go ahead and take this one off because I'm getting kind of claustrophobic here. I'll tell you the rest when I get it off. Woo! I didn't know if I was able to get this thing off or not, folks, because it really felt like it was sucking to my face. But I did. I think when I was talking about the latex earlier, I think they made it out of a thicker latex than their Michael Myers masks or any of the other masks they make. But I sure dig it. I'm just happy I got a Halloween 3 type skull in my collection. Now, I saw that already they got a glowing skull, part of their glowing ghoulies line for the Dompo Studios collection that they bring it back out, and I said, I don't mind having one of those. But I also saw that they were going to be producing, like, I think they said they were going to have another white skull, an antique skull, which is going to be more brownish color, and then they got all black vinyl skull, so you can paint your own custom paint job on it, in other words. The glow skull, antique, white skull, bone skull, which was going to be more brownish, and then the white skull, and then the black skull. Okay, just wanted to get that cleared off. Anyway. But would I highly recommend one of these new release ones? Absolutely. Even though it don't have the Silver Shamrock Novelties pin on the back, it's still a cool mask, nevertheless. But I'm going to leave it tagged and left on my mannequin head because I don't think I'll be wearing this one anytime soon. Unless for a little gag or something for Halloween. I don't know. But, man, I think my dad could probably wear this mask. It might fit over his head better than mine. But for you guys that have 24-inch heads like me, you can slide it over your head, but you might have some difficulties getting it off. But just make sure you don't pull on too hard because, like I said, it's a thicker latex, but I just don't want you guys pulling on your mask and then this whole split, you know. My goal and dream is to own an original Dompo Jumbo skull. I wish I could find one of those at a thrift store nowadays, but I don't know. My area probably don't have good selections of masks like something like this. You just don't find like the originals like this out in the wild. Because I see AJ Good on the House of Masks all the time. He lucks up going to his antique stores or thrift stores and he finds some old vintage masks there. But I'm not going to be let down on that. I'm going to be still on the hunt. And if I do find one, I'll make a video on that and show you. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on this new Dompo Studios H3 skull. Because I think on the website they just call it Dompo Studios skull mask. But I'm still going to call it H3 because it looks like H3. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for more mask-related review content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and I say that's a wrap. And let me know down in the comments if you guys got one of these in your collection already, or you're planning on buying one for yourself, or if you guys got an original. That'll be an awesome story to hear right there as well. But the next Halloween 3 mask that I'll be reviewing is going to be that witch right there. And then the pumpkin's going to be later. So stay tuned for those videos, and have a nice day, everybody.